What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What it do, man? What it? Hey, I'm always just jamming in the background today because it's just that's like my joint in in real life. That's really my song.
Hey, this song was jamming, man.
Hey man, shout out to my boy Allen Harrison, man. Yo, shout out to you, man. That's a hit. That's a hit banger, man. So straight into it, man. To the sports it is, man. As you know, the Vikings have been knocked out of the playoffs, man. I don't even know what to say, man. I'm disappointed. But like I've been saying, this season, Kirk Cousins needs to go.
It's been a sad season for y'all, man. My boys, my coach, we took a hard air today. Thought we was gonna come away with that victory. Still showed us some. They came back and beat us. Okay. I like what the best thing about our situation is the Titans look like they finna lose too. So hey, we own it.
Listen, man. Hey, I'm just, I've been preaching this since the beginning of the season that we need to let Kirk Cousins go, man. Like the dude he's slow, man. Like he's not consistent. The list goes on about this, man. Like we just paid him too much money to come here and to play the type of games he playing. Like, come on, man. If this was a black quarterback, he would have been gone. Let's just say that. I'm gonna throw it out there. This the last.
He wouldn't have lasted the whole season. I can tell you that much.
If that was a black quarterback, he would not last the entire season, man. Prime example. Colin Kaepernick is a top tier quarterback, and this man is still out with no team right now. Like,
whoa! Hold your horses.
What's that? What's that?
Man, played football in years, man. I don't care what nobody. He ain't played football in years. I don't blame team if teams even really wanted to sign him. You gotta think about it's fresh young talent that's coming in every year. Why do he sign the old head that ain't played in years?
But he's not that old though. Colin,
he ain't played. It's been about 4 years. It's been about 4 or 5 years since he last played, I think.
Okay, 4 or 5 years, but that doesn't mean
in the quarterback position. That's not really, but that's a long time to be out. It's like Brett Favre retiring for like the third time and coming back.
All right. Okay. So let's say this was since Antonio brings up them sorry Cowboys. Let's say if this was a Tony Romo situation. Look how long Tony Romo. Somebody tell me how long Tony Romo played football. So Colin still has a chance to come back in.
Tony Romo ain't trying to come back. Tony Romo ain't trying to come back though.
But I'm saying, though, look how long he played. So what I'm saying is he still has enough time to get into the game and play.
I wouldn't want my team to sign. I'll tell you that much.
Listen, and I'm not just saying this just to be saying this, but I am a Vikings fan, and I wouldn't mind if we signed him. I technically, to be honest, I don't see how he would fit in the offense.
Number one draft pick.
That's just me talking. But I would like to see him, just sign with a team that fits him best. You know what I'm saying? That is a good football player that somehow politics got into sports, and this man has not been able to get into a team.
And bring him in to start, I can tell you that much.
You said what?
He ain't starting for nobody's favorite team, man.
Man, I'm just saying though, if this was a white quarterback, they wouldn't be getting this.
I'd rather get Blake Bortles. And come on, I promise you, bro. It just he been out the game too long. He already wasn't that good. He was straight as a starter, but he wasn't just that good. Like he wanted to die for a quarterback. He wasn't one of them quarterbacks that come in and change your whole locker room.
Well, I can say this: he was better than a Kirk Cousins. At least I knew what I was gonna get out of Colin Kaepernick when he stepped on the field. I knew I was gonna get somebody that was gonna go out there and work hard and you know go for the win, man. That's what we expected out of him. But you know, like I'm on my soapbox right now because I'm upset because something ain't going right something not going right in the front office with Minnesota. I mean, we almost lost Dalvin this offseason. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Jefferson, like Justin Jefferson. I understand, you know, his little outburst or whatever, man. But like he understands, man. Kirk, throw the ball, man. Why are you holding the ball? You're running out of bounds. But listen, I'm not gonna get into sports, man. We're gonna keep the show rolling because I know a lot of people don't want to talk about the sports. But hey, man, I hope next year's a better year. I'm just gonna say that.
Hey man, we was talking about the Titans earlier. You know, speaking of the Titans, they said it was a Christmas Day bombing going on.
Yeah, man, I seen that.
Real. I read today where I saw that they had actually they haven't caught anyone, but they have like a suspect. I forget the dude's name. I forgot to write it down. But
so actually, they just recently released some information. I can't remember his last name. I'm going to go check that
Warner,
out.
I think.
Yeah, it's Antonio. Anthony Warner. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's an old 52-year-old tech guy.
Correct.
I'm trying to see how they finding their correlation, bro.
Well, I mean, it is a little suspicious, but let me break the story down for our people, our listeners, and our viewers that don't know what's actually going on. This Christmas, around about 6:35, a bomb went off in downtown Nashville, next to the AT&T building. The story is still somewhat developing. The FBI and the Tennessee Federal Bureau has stepped in to try to find out what's going on. Allegedly, that's what they come up with. Anthony Warner is the guy that's behind the bombing.
Man, I still don't see how they came to the conclusion of him, because I was
There's
reading
no correlation.
I was reading their quick little bio, and all that they heard, or all that they got to go off of, that he was like he was just a tech guy, like he worked at a few computer companies. So it's just kind of weird on how they playing it out.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that there's probably some type of cover up of something that's going on.
Yeah, they get the wrong person.
I think they expected a little bit more panic, probably. That may have been a case as well. They may have expected a little bit more panic.
I think it was a lot of panic because then they instantly said they think it's a terrorist threat. Why instantly got to be a terrorist threat?
I mean, honestly, you have to understand, and I'm not trying to go too deep into this because this is something we're gonna definitely have to talk about in a later show, man. But things are getting a little bit more stable as we continue to go on. Like we understand that people are falling to the wayside, or falling victim to economic failure because of the government's poor decision to actually pass bills, looking at this COVID relief bill, which we'll talk about later in the show. But the American people are suffering, but all in all, we're coming together as a whole because we understand that we're all suffering. And the government, to say it's like they don't like to see those type of things, man. They want to see us divided because I feel like that's what sells, man. Just like sex sales. I mean, not diversity, but confusion and destruction and all that type of thing, and the bad negative things. Those are the type of things that sell.
It's just one of them situations that I'm like real kind of like head scratching on. I know that the division of people is always a way to try to get us, get on us, force us to do certain things, act out on each other. Mm-hmm. But I personally just don't buy that whole concept in this situation. I just feel like I feel like they jumping the gun on something. They're gonna miss over something and get the wrong person, or something like that.
And I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm not saying that may be the exact case in this scenario. I mean, who's to know what they got going on, man? There's a lot that they're still not telling us. It's just random acts like just on this random day of Christmas, this 62-year-old man decides he's just gonna set a bum off, and then maybe
he was broke, maybe he was mad.
But listen,
yeah, shitty Christmas or something.
This is the crazy part about it, though. There was a siren that went off before the bomb exploded that said, evacuate the area. So he wasn't trying to harm anybody. So, like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, I don't know, bro, because it's like, I don't know. Because he could have been easily set up, too. It's just one of them situations that it's going to be hard for it's gonna be hard. It's just gonna be hard to believe the outcome of it. I think it will be, because it's gonna be something nobody expected, because they think they got somebody now, but it's gonna be a month from now. It might be a terrorist attack, which would cause so many other different things. So,
and honestly, it may just be another media distraction. I mean, there's always those little media distractions that they throw out there, where something, like devastating happens right in the midst of something big, inside of the Senate or the Congress that's about to happen. Some type of monumental move is about to happen. Look at what we're talking about now. I mean, the COVID relief plan. Just a few hours ago, Trump has signed the bill for the relief package to come out. Now, it's not the 2,000 that he said that
he said good old 6.
Like it's the 600. And I want to talk about that real quick. So I had a couple of friends and that that stated that they agreed with Trump. 2,000 is a reasonable amount for the American people. He also said that a lot of money. You said what now?
I was agreeing with you. I was saying I definitely agree with him on that.
Oh yeah, and then a lot of people also were stating, the fact that some of this money was going to other countries. Like, why was money being given to other countries as relief? This is supposed to be relief for the American people, and which I agree with Trump. I understand it, but Trump has a purpose for everything that he's doing. And, like at
this point, his purpose is gone. Like, his purpose is like it's not there no more, because it's like anything he do now is really just doing.
Man. A lot of his Republican partners, I guess, that he ran with throughout the Senate, like people like Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham was actually golfing with him on Christmas. But like people like Mitch McConnell, those type of guys, they're trying to move on because they understand that they got to continue their life in politics right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to continue on.
He finna get out. He finna get out and be.
Exactly.
On his merry way, man. That man he really don't care. So, it is what it is. I feel like I do agree with him. I feel like the 600 is like one of those. It's a head scratcher, and not talking about the 600 anymore. I'm gonna go back to the first stimulus package that they dropped. The first stimulus package is just I feel like it focused too much on businesses, simply because. Like, if you give the money to the consumer, the business is gonna flourish. Like, and they saw that when they gave people the unemployment and the first stimulus check, and when they gave people the unemployment, you saw that. So I just don't understand. Like, I feel like on this stimulus package right here, they actually got the ball. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say got it completely right, but they got it fairly okay, because I mean. They doing more help for the people on this stimulus check, which is what it was supposed to be in the first place. So
right. So listen, man, I just wanted to backtrack real quick, man, because I just received this article from a great partner, man, the Middleman Talk Show, and it's basically saying the NYPD received a bomb threat on Sunday, man, for the Empire State Building. So I just want to dissect that real quick, man. I know that was really short and straight to it, man. But like, you remember when those shootings kind of popped off for like in the Walmarts and everything, man? Like, I just thought that it was kind of ironic how, well, it wasn't ironic because they actually came out and said that they were going to start doing it. Like so many people, it was like so many different shootings that just started happening. And you're like, why are all these different shootings happening? And then like now it's about to be the same thing. Like I said, it's possibly another distraction right now to distract us from what's really about to happen or what's, some policies that's really about to change. Another one in New York City. I mean, I'm not trying to predict nothing, but the next possible place would probably be Chicago or something like that, because that's a pretty diverse, city of some sort. I'm not trying to speak that on them by no means, but it's just crazy that like these type of things are starting to happen, but they only do it for distractions. I mean, look at it. It's in the movies, in everything that we watch, movies and TV shows. I always talk about the House of Cards. That was one of them. Kevin Spacey was actually about to get ready to run for re-election. And in that episode of running for re-election, man, they had a bomb. They intercepted a fake bomb threat. They intercepted it, and he used it to his advantage to scare voters. I mean, and that's basically what we experienced here. They made us think that
at this
point, and we still voted.
True, but I feel like at this point, like it's nothing left. It's no statements left to make. It sounds like a good strategy, which is it kind of is, but at the same time, I just feel like it's no more points to be made. So these threats right here, it might actually be true or might actually be something real.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard. It's one that's hard to kind of buy.
I mean, I still think, and I mean, I get where you're coming from as well. But I'm not trying to say that there's a whole system set up around us to, bring us down. But I am saying it, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, in some type of way, there are people, orchestrating a way for them to get richer and for us to get poor, man. And most of those people are influencing the people that make the decisions for us overall. Those are the type of people that we continue to talk about during the election season. And, that we're you see people come up, people like Lindsey Graham, man. I'm a prime example. I'm not going to get too far into the politics, but, those are the type of people that we have to pay attention to. We have to get out of office and put people in office that's gonna work for the people, man. Fear, confusion, always our tactics. That's so true. I agree. I definitely agree. Fear is definitely used to control people. I definitely agree with that too, Kier. I mean, look at it, man. I mean, honestly, look at this pandemic. Like, I mean, overall, like we're somewhat at a point where we fear to, go around people. We fear to be amongst each other. I mean, some of us, still desire to, go out and chill and, hang with the rest of the party. And I mean, hey, to each his own, but like some of us do fear, going outside. Right now, that is a control mechanism for us. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because right now that's the best thing for us right now. But you look at the Trump supporters, they look at it as somebody trying to take their rights from them. I was looking at a video today, man, like this lady just flipping out, talking about some I'm not affecting anybody, but you are. If you may be asymptomatic, but you may pass it along to someone else that may get sick. So I mean, you're not just protecting yourself; you have to look out for everyone else around you. I mean,
people don't realize that, man. I don't know why it's so hard for some people to get, man. All you got to do is just simply put a mask on. Like it's literally just that simple, bro. You just simply put a mask on, and it can help save the person in the line. I mean, the line right next to grandma who probably got a heart condition. Yeah, like, obviously, a lot of people wouldn't care because that's not my family. I don't care. It's a lot of people out here who are heartless like that. But at the same time, you also have to think like, dang, what if somebody else was thinking like that towards my grandma?
Right.
Like I don't think people realize that. I don't think that's checked into a lot of people's membrane at this point, man.
And I mean that's the thing. Like, and it's crazy because I was thinking about it driving down the road, man. I'm like, they're saying they don't want to be controlled. Like, you know, they don't want to be controlled by the government, but in all honesty, they really are, because they think they're controlled by something that they're not oppressed by. Like this is them looking out for you, telling you, hey, this is the best for you.
Look, wearing a mask. Like I mean, at some point, all of us kind of took it like kind of loosely, you know, wearing the mask, below our nose and stuff. But when things kept escalating and things kept getting worse and worse, yeah, definitely. But when things kept escalating and things kept getting worse and worse, it would be childish, reckless, and so careless if you wore your mask and incorrect. Like it's just like it always, like every time I see somebody now, you know, any store I go into, if they don't have a mask on or they have it, you know, half on, I don't, it don't click in my head that I'm like looking at them like, what? Like, come on, dude. Like, what is you doing? So yeah, I mean, I just don't understand, because it ain't hard. It ain't hard to wear a mask. I mean, it's a little tough to breathe from here and there, but it ain't hard to just wear the mask. Like half the time, you really only wearing it for an hour at the most.
I mean, most definitely, I agree. And you can always walk outside and take you a break. I mean, you know,
hey man, I'm taking these like 20 breaks a day. I gotta breathe, man. That mask needs some fresh air.
Exactly, man. I mean, like Al said, man, it is a lack of empathy, man. Like they just don't, like, I mean, the disregard to care for somebody else. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like this is the next person. Like, I mean, and people don't understand it until it actually really hit home. And sometimes that's what it takes. It takes it for it to hit home, man.
True. It is. Hey man, I had got a nice little Christmas gift, man. It was a nice little mask. Hey, this one of the best masks I ever put on, bro. You know, it's crazy that we live in. It's super crazy that we live in a world that we actually have to, like, dang, bro, I got a mask to wear today. Like, it's crazy that we actually live in a world like that. But man, hey, I got this amazing mask, and bro,
hey,
like,
I'm gonna ask the question again, man. I'm gonna pose the question again. So if the government was to lift the mask mandate, like everything was to cease right now, like, you know, COVID was to end, would you still wear your mask? How long would you wear your mask for? Like, how long would you wear your mask after that?
I'll honestly, I would wear it. I wear it for a good chunk of time after. I think I would, because you have to think about, even with the vaccines, you know, you said COVID has died down, but in people, I'm supposedly taking that people has taken the vaccine. Everybody has taken the vaccine. Everybody don't have the means to take the vaccine. You know, it's a lot of older people, you know, who just ain't got it like that.
Right.
Or it's a lot.
They're trying to make it accessible to everybody now.
They trying to, but at the same time, at the beginning, they not. At the beginning, just like the COVID test, they say it's supposed to be free. It's not actually free.
Well, I mean, so let's talk about this vaccine, man, because the second, I think it was the second vaccine that came out. I think
Uzi, man.
Is it the PF? Is that the one? I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't pronounce it. Somebody will correct me with it eventually, and I hope so. But allegedly, their CEO, one of the people that owned a lot of stock in the company, sold all his stock like the day that the FDA approved the vaccine. So that, I think that was kind of ironic as well. I mean, can we touch on that for a minute?
If anybody don't know how stocks work, and you know the buy and sell of stock, if anybody don't know how that work, basically, if a move being made like that, they make it seem like he's selling it while it's high because it's gonna plummet soon.
Right.
Like he knows something that we should know, but we're not allowed to know. So he got some inside information somewhere. Because if you selling all your stock the day of the drop, that means you selling it because you know the day of the drop is at its peak. And then probably a week from now, when everybody start taking it and experiencing those symptoms.
So with that happening, that brings up the point, the question to why should you even trust the vaccine? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm like I said, I'm not trying to scare anybody into not taking it, because if you gonna take it, you gonna take it. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, you know, if you're gonna consider it after a couple of months, after I see how everybody else react, I will consider it. That is a big consider.
I just can't be. I just got to think about being on that first wave of the shots, man. I just cannot be on that first wave.
I gotta let the bug be worked out, man. That's what anything.
I want to see everybody's reaction. Like everybody who's taking it, I want to go on YouTube. I hope they post YouTube videos and TikTok videos.
I mean, it has people, and I mean, it's expected to happen. People's body react differently to every.
That's my main thing to it, because. What if you take it, you straight, but I take it, and now I got to twitch for the rest of my life. Or I got, I mean, I know sometimes, I ain't gonna say sometimes, this not technically how it works, but you know, I'm just being extreme when I say I got to twitch.
Yeah.
Like what if it's a shot and then somehow an organ get damaged in my body? Like that can happen with any shot, but a vaccine that got approved so quickly, and I'm pretty sure. They did plenty of test trials, so I'm pretty sure they think they have found everything. But I just feel like this situation and this vaccine, this one, they should have kept on to a little bit longer and did a few more. You know? I mean,
so it's allegedly said that the vaccine has been around for a while. They got this vaccine from another country. That's the rumor.
They trusting shit from another country again.
You said what?
They trusting shit from another country again.
I mean, hey, that's what I heard. Now I don't know how true it is. Like, you know, here I'm gonna go back to Al's other comment, because that's what I see. Too soon, man. It's too soon.
It's too soon. It's too soon. Bro.
Like you can't do nothing like that right now, man. Like, nah, man. And I mean, I know they talking about, oh, it's gonna require, you know, employment and for you to travel and all that.
That's the scary thing. This is because you're basically gonna be forced to take it. Eventually, you're gonna be forced to take it, but eventually, it's gonna be like so many people gonna be took it. You're gonna have plenty of examples by then.
And guess what?
Like, no job finna force you to take it right now. I mean, like force you say, if you don't take this vaccine by this day, you can no longer work here. No job finna do that right now.
I mean, the nurses that's administering the test, they've actually been required to get the vaccine already. Like, you know, they have to get the vaccine. I mean, but you know, even until it gets to that point, I'll say this right here, and I can't speak for everybody, but guess what? I work from home, so I can wait it out. I'm gonna show Al come in a little bit one more time, because guess what? It's too soon, and guess what? I can wait it out because I work from home. So you know,
yeah, you got a best working from home.
I can wait it out just a little bit longer. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's definitely something to think about, man. That's coming up, especially with everything that's right around the corner, man. You got the inauguration coming up next month. I done forgot New Year's. Like we've skipped New Year's, man.
And the two plans we thought we was gonna have got canceled because the cities ain't doing nothing. It's a crazy. New Year, this is gonna be a sad New Year's not being able to do nothing. Like you can't be. I mean, is Beale Street gonna be open this year?
I doubt it, man. I doubt it. But I mean, New Year's, man. I think Christmas wasn't the same this year, man. I don't think Christmas was the same for a lot of people. You know,
this is by far one of my best Christmases, man. Like I can easily say that.
It's still Christmas, most definitely.
High school, probably.
Yeah, I mean, and when I say that, I mean for a lot of the older man, like people don't look at Christmas for like, you know, gifts and all that good stuff. A lot of people look at it for family coming together, you know, just gathering amongst each other. And a lot of people couldn't do that this year, man. because of a lot of restrictions that cities and states placed on people, traveling, and saying, actually only the government even, said, endorsed actually just meeting with people or gathering with people that live with you. So, I mean, that was rough for a lot of people. A lot of people didn't enjoy that. And man, I mean, I think that hurt a lot of people, so that's why I say I think it was different this year.
Yeah, it was kind of different. I can say that. I can easily say that. I mean, I don't think it made it different from like, I personally, I don't think it was different from like a bad perspective. I think it was different for a good perspective because it showed us that we can do things in a different way.
Right.
Like nobody ever expected to, like, I mean, I know I got a friend who he actually he basically was on FaceTime with his family the whole day. Like, I mean, that's different. He just didn't want to go home to, risk, because he didn't get tested or nothing, which was kind of crazy. But he didn't want to risk giving nothing to his family, so he FaceTimed them the whole day. So, I mean, now you seeing like you can do stuff a different way and still kind of enjoy yourself, I guess. I mean, you still gonna miss the feelings because you ain't got the same hugs and kisses,
right.
Actual face-to-face conversations and stuff with your same old kinfolk. But at the same time, you do see it's an alternative for some things.
Most definitely, like Al just said, man, it increased my creativity, and I mean, I think that's
definitely had to be creative.
Yeah, like a lot of over this time, man, people have got, like, let's just look at it. Like at the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of people was trying to, they were getting a lot of stuff out of the way when it came down to building or construction or something like that. They were getting all that stuff out of the way, and then now, you got people that's coming up with creative ideas, may it be in the technology world, may it be, written paper or drawing, whatever it may be, man, music. Like people are getting more creative now. I mean, that is the plus side of this pandemic.
The next time we're gonna see is face in the box.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of people have taken. I mean, and like I said in the past, like this pandemic has pushed technology like further than I think what we expected it to be. Probably in the next year or so, man. Honestly.
Oh yeah, it is something special about being able to hug your people. It is like the physical touch is different. But back to what you were saying, like I do agree with you on it. I do feel like in the near future that it is gonna be a lot of change, positive change, and a lot of technology change.
Mm-hmm.
People are getting smarter, and I can tell you this much. These women out here, they own it, bro. They on a different type of grind. Like they coming out with something new every day, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey,
they inventing something different. Like it's like, dog, everybody got this going on, man.
Hey, man. Hey, somebody right now. Somebody better clip this right now, because somebody gonna say the women don't get the praise they deserve. And right now, my boy Jay giving it to him, man.
Hey, it be hustlers out here, bro. Like you will see a lot of women out here hustling like more than dudes, bro. Like
yes,
and by hustling, I ain't meaning like out on the street, the old folks way of hustling. I'm talking about like hustling, like getting out there, trying to make a dollar. Putting your foot out there, trying to find you a better paying situation.
Listen, man, women have become the new wave of entrepreneurs, man, and I'm so proud.
Real.
I'm just looking in the South alone, man. You got
ways for them to make money, bro. They need to keep capitalizing off of it, bro. Like I can't be mad at them.
It's amazing, man. And I just, and I think this would be a great time for us, to even mention the fact of doing, one of those business shows, coming together with people to help them understand, how we can come together as one so we all can grow. You know what I'm saying? Like those people that's in the South, that's doing makeup, that's doing, making their own lip gloss, that's doing wigs and, that's doing weaving, all these different type of accessories, man. Like it can come together as one.
Talk about business.
You said what?
Come on, I'm telling them to come on the show and talk about their business. Like Hey,
hey,
promote us, man. We can blow up together.
It's here, man. Like, and I don't want to shy away from what you were saying initially, man. Like I said, there are a lot of young women that's out here being, becoming entrepreneurs, man, and that's great. I hope that continues to succeed, or continue to happen, and I hope that the men jump on that bandwagon as well, man. Because we all just need growth and progression. That's all that matters. Growth.
That's all we need, man. We all got to move forward.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely.
We can't depend on them stimulus checks forever.
Coming, man. Hey, they not gonna keep coming. I know y'all see
they only gonna keep coming, but like I said, I need mine. Free money? You gonna give me some free money? I ain't gotta do nothing for this. I take that with my hand. I promise you I will.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you.
No, I ain't gotta do no work for the money, y'all. Yeah. Hey, but in other words, I heard something about Boston Police Department. We got us another crooked police officer. They pepper spraying people and striking protesters. And one of them even got caught on tape saying that he wanted to hit this asshole. I really wish I can somehow connect my laptop to this and play, but I really don't know what I'm doing.
And future comings.
So I really don't know what I'm doing, but I did find an article I will post. It is crazy, man. Like like I was saying a few shows ago, I was talking to this guy, and he just very, very, very misconfused on how much of a struggle. I ain't gonna say. I mean, it's just what it is, a struggle. How much of a struggle that each and every Black person go through just from waking up and stepping a foot outside their home. Well, in fact, you really don't even have to step foot outside your home, just for waking up, because we all live with that fear that, dang, bro, this might be my day that I'm trying on some stuff like, I mean, we don't want to wish that up on ourselves, but at the same time, that's a reality we all have to realize. Like, we all have to teach our loved ones, our little kids, the little kids around the corner. We all have to teach them that. And that's a scary situation, man. It's a scary situation, especially for police officers to be doing it, and like you expressing your right to protest, and for to be treated like that, man, it's just no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it at all. This is not the 60s. It was wrong then, and it's wrong now. So,
yeah, man, it's definitely something that kind of frustrates me. I'm gonna be honest with you. It frustrates me to the point where I'm not gonna say I don't want to read it, but you kind of know the outcome of it, and you gotta, like it's almost like just protecting your, just your emotional stance on it, man. Like, it's rough, I know it's a lot of men that's out there that feel this way, man. Like, it's rough seeing another, and I mean, you feel this way, and I mean, like I said, everybody
all wake up every day feeling that way.
Yeah, another Black man or Black woman, experience anything like that. Even though we may not be, connected to them by blood, or we may not even know them,
by color. I tell you that.
Yeah, but like you said, it's definitely the color, and then like you said, we fear that could possibly be one of us one day. You know what I'm saying? That we could be doing everything right, but just because they want to have a bad day, they could be us, man. And we pray that there's nobody, that's close to one of us. You know what I'm saying? I pray for all my people, But I mean, it's people that's out here that's just gunning for situations, and that's why you just got to make sure you're on your P's and Q's and all, man.
Hunting for them, bro. They be out here hunting for them. And it really don't make no damn sense, because it's like it's just one of them situations, bro. Like, it should really piss any Black person off. Like,
yeah, man. I mean,
anybody on the side to
there are videos still coming out about the Ahmaud Arbery case, man. They just released a video not too long ago.
How many videos are they gonna come out with? Could it happen in the neighborhood?
This is a body cam of the son that was involved in the shooting. The son that shot I think he was on the back of the truck, if I'm not mistaken.
Body cam.
But no, the police, when they were interviewing him, he was trying to portray that he attacked them. That that was the lie that they was telling at that time, that he attacked.
Okay.
And so he was heavy breathing. I never killed a man before. And honestly, you know, we've seen the video, we've seen how this happened. But just look at those situations like that. Like that had nothing to do with them, man. Like, you know, it's even just looking at those Karen videos, it pisses you off because, you know, like you don't
happen more than people think. Them Karen,
you don't want to think bad about it, but it could actually escalate to that type of situation. Like, I mean, you don't want it to escalate to that type of situation. So, you know, you have to do even what you got to do to stay out of those type of, you know, to put yourself in those type of binds, even when you're around people or by yourself. Because, I mean, you know, it could just go left, man. It can go left. And it's not right. That's why it's important that we're doing what we got to do, meaning, you know, who we're allowing to run these police, you know, to be the chief of police and who the mayor is. You said what?
Basically, we need to just stay out their way. Because
I said we need to stay out their way because I mean, shit, this is just as much as our land as it is theirs. I mean,
you're right, but at the same time, we don't need to be doing that because any little move we make, bro, any little move we make can be mistaken for violent or mistaken for unruly, or you know, however they want to put it. So, you know, at the same, I just feel like this one of them situations, or this one of them things where we really just have to just sit back and just like really like, is this the fight we really want to pick? Because sometimes, like, even when you get pulled over, when like you talking to the cop, which you have every right to do, you have every right to talk to him, you ask some questions. But sometimes it's about how you say things. Like if you start getting super smart back to the cop, at some point he gonna want you to step out the cop. Like don't escalate the situation. I always say that don't escalate the situation for what it is. Like that's what I mean when I say stay out their way. Like if you cross a path, man, just keep it as simple as possible. Don't do all the extra shit.
I don't, but I think you should still be yourself. Let's get that straight.
You should be yourself, but at the same time, if you know yourself, always be in effed up situations. Don't be yourself.
I respect that. I respect that. You know, at least have, you know, because you have to, you know, as Pops would say, you know, you got to live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? And that's the important factor of it. So I don't want to say stay out of their way. I don't want to say stay out of their way because that phrase just doesn't sit well with me. I want to say
I feel maybe it was the wrong choice of words.
Play your cards right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, play your cards right sound a lot better for them because man,
like, but I mean, you know, since we're on the topic of that, man, you know, some people feel that you know, because Helen Keller is, you know, notarized and honored, you know, throughout the culture of a lot of people, she's just another privileged white person. You know, what do you feel about that?
I was asking you, man. I feel, look, we're making so crazy. Me and my girl were just talking about this, and she pulled up a video of her talking.
Mm-hmm.
The video is not funny. I'm laughing because of just the situation of the whole situation.
Of who talking? Wait, of who talking?
Helen Keller.
Okay.
And she was doing sign language. So for those of the people out here who don't know who Helen Keller is, she's the first deaf blind person to achieve a college degree. I don't know if they want to say graduate, however they want to say that. But how are you blind? And she was blind and deaf from the age of, she was 19 months. So how do you learn all that? I just don't understand how you learn all that by being deaf and blind. I ain't gonna say that she was faking. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't go that far. But some ain't adding up.
Okay, so you so
some ain't adding up though, bro. I don't want to say she was faking, but some ain't adding up because how did you learn sign language if you deaf and blind?
I mean,
the only thing is the touch. You can't hear me.
I can't defend that because, like, I don't know. I don't know how far back, that type of information dates. I mean, but I do question that is something to look at,
But back to the question though, bro. That's great. That's great example of white privilege.
I mean, yeah.
Great example, like, bro. How do you even? They would give it to me if I was deaf and blind. I'm damn sure I know they wouldn't give it to me. So how you get it?
I mean,
how you able to do any of this?
I mean, it's definitely something to look at when you're talking about the like them just getting the publicity for the small things. I think that is something definitely that you don't want to look at.
Same way with that lady who bought her kids, who was paying her kids pay somebody to take their test or something out there in California.
Oh no, you talking about the lady off of Full House that paid for her kids to go to college.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't think of her name right now. What is
I know what you're talking about, man. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, what happened with that? Somebody just decided that they were gonna snitch, or somebody just decided they were gonna rat the whole situation out.
Man, I don't know what I honestly don't know how they unfolded, but it still was like, bro, like if my mama got caught for doing it, my mama would be gone for the rest of her life.
Well, she did end up going to the Red Table Talk with with Jada Pinkett Smith, and she was basically saying she's not embarrassed by it. I mean, I
don't think it's nothing. It's nothing that it's nothing to be embarrassed by. It's more, from her perspective, I feel like it's more so embarrassing for her daughter, because you really that damn dumb that your mama had to pay somebody.
I mean, but what if it wasn't the case? I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that she is the smartest of the bunch. I'm not saying that she dumb.
You don't know where you're going with this one, huh?
But I think that there's still like it is white privilege, man. It's white privilege,
man. Like, it's too bad out here, bro. Like,
it's white privilege, man. You can't make no.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. This same dude that I keep telling you stories about, who I had a conversation with.
Right.
He told me it was a such thing as black privilege, which it is. It is. I ain't gonna leave you lie. It is.
What? Oh, you gonna have to explain black privilege to me. I need to know this.
Black privilege comes in. It don't happen.
You can't say it. It's not a real thing.
But it don't
do we have
often. But it happens when you got, say for instance, you go into a new place trying to get a job, and the person interviewing you, it's a black person. Then by him being a black person, what if this is a black person with the same background as you?
Okay.
Like y'all got similarities, bro. Y'all really brothers at that point. You most likely to get the job at that point.
That's not privilege. That's not privilege.
That's a black privilege, because you would probably get that job over a white person if they came in there. Just based off him trying to give you an opportunity, trying to give a brother an opportunity.
That's not privilege.
Man, I feel like that's a form, but it don't happen often, because
that's called opportunity. That's what that's called. That's called opportunity.
True. I just feel like that's a privilege for some folks to come across people like that, though.
Exactly, but I mean, for white people to, and I'm not trying to attack the Caucasian.
That's a true privilege.
I am not trying to attack the Caucasian race, but I'm just going based off of experience of what I've seen. And yes, in their race, it does come to privilege. But for minority races, and see, I think that's
somebody with no high school diploma and put them as a CEO in a Fortune 500 company, all because they daddy put them in their spot.
Listen, man,
ain't got not a lick of sense. Just got the opportunity because his daddy was in the spot.
All right, and so thank you. You just proved my point. Because that's able to happen, that is privilege. A minority, that's something like that to happen for a minority worker is probably like a 1 out of 10 situation.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It do be some people who have that.
Yeah, I may be undercutting that number.
Yeah, it's some folks' families who had their privilege, like who worked and had their privilege to be able to leave some down to their next folks. So they, they like you privileged. You really privileged. Like you a lot of people ain't had this startup job. Like a lot of people ain't get handed a business. It's a lot of black people that don't know how to hand their businesses.
Like, I don't think that's privilege though. That's opportunity. That's just
it's a privilege. Like it's just we don't call it. It's just probably because it's not black privilege.
But no, because regardless,
saying you privileged. Like you privileged child, you need to realize you're a privileged child.
Yeah, but regardless, if you look at it though, if that's a black person that's coming up with a little money in their pocket, regardless, they still gonna have to face some of the adversities we have to face when it come down to them being in them.
They see at the table up there.
Got a better opportunity.
Hey, it's some privileged people in the world, bro. It's some privileged.
I agree. It's some privileged people in the world, but my people just take the best opportunities that's out there for them.
Yeah, we are very optimistic.
Huh?
We are very optimistic. We very optimistic on how we move because we know some gonna shake.
Yeah, and I mean that
will always shake with us. Like
that's what creates that drive in us.
You said what now?
I said that's what creates that drive in us. It pushes us forward. Like we know we got to make something happen. Like it's in our DNA to make something shake. Like you just said, it's in our DNA to make.
We already know. Like shit, hey, we finna cut some grass or something, man. I remember growing up playing it. I remember growing up riding the bike around the neighborhood. My grandma gave me some money, but I spent it all at the corner store. And I was just like, dang, bro, I gotta make my own money, bro. Riding around and I done found the lawnmower. Now I'm mowing grass. I'm like, dang, bro, I'm making my own money. Now I can spend my money. Like, bro, like
think you're a big man now.
We're gonna always make some shake, bro. Like it's the craziest thing about black. We're not crazy, but it's the best thing about us black people, bro. Like even when we down and out, we ain't just gonna most of us ain't just gonna sit there and be down and out. Most of us gonna get up and make some shake. So shout out to the people for being strong.
Most definitely, man. So listen, while you speaking of making something shake, man, listen to this, man. So some suspects sold some jailbroken Amazon Fire Sticks, man, in Florida, and they were caught and arrested, man.
Bro, I saw that at the flea market, man. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Like I didn't know. Well, I mean, I did know you can go to jail for that, but I didn't know that like they actually be looking out for that. Like what? Like you went to jail for selling fire sticks.
Listen,
nobody has went to jail for selling fire sticks before.
Listen, I just want to go back to when Obama first got into office, man. If anybody can remember that's watching this with us, man, that's listening in, that's watching us, there was a time when Obama wanted free satellite cable, man. That's what he wanted. Free satellite cable for all Americans. You know what I'm saying? What happened to that? Like what stopped that from happening? Just look at that. And the reason I say look at that is because, like, man, we're paying all these money for all these different streaming apps, and like all these people. Like, but listen, man, I was talking to my fiance and her moms, man. I was telling them, I was like, man, Netflix has gone up. You remember Netflix used to be $7?
Yeah, Netflix probably go up again.
Like these people steady going up, and like, this should be free anyways.
Man, Netflix used to be $9.99, bro.
Man, Netflix used to be $7 at one point. $7.
I do remember that. That was a long time ago, though.
Netflix is $19 now, man. $19.
It is high. Like everything going up now. Hulu don't got their own TV channel, TV network thing. Then they got selling $60 packages, man. So they gotta keep it going.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like this type of stuff, $6.99. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Like this stuff should be free. Them folks shouldn't be in jail, man. Come on, man. Let them folks go.
But I don't know, bro. Cause I ain't gonna say they should be in jail, but I don't think it should be illegal. But I do think it's like if you catch somebody doing it, like you should just tell them like stop. Like I don't think there should be something you take them to jail about. You probably get fined about or something. Because at the same time, you do have to think about what if me and you was actors, even though they rich and stuff. You know, it's hard to think about it because they rich and like we not at their status. But what if me and you was actors and every time a movie drop, it's getting put on. I mean, it's getting seen for free on these Fire Sticks.
I mean, but at the same time,
ain't the same.
Most of those companies have already, in my I guess interpretation of it, most of those movie companies have already sold that movie or that copyright to that movie to that network or that platform for a settlement of some sort. And so regardless of that, that's up to Hulu now. I mean, that's basically what they do with Roku. Right or wrong. I mean, you get a Roku, you pay for everything in one bundle. You know what I'm saying?
You can't even jailbreak a Roku. I've been trying to jailbreak my TV for so long. I've been trying to jailbreak my big screen TV for so long, bro.
I mean, but just look at that, man. Like stuff like that. Come on, man. Like TV should be free by now. What is this, man?
Yeah, I don't understand why isn't it free? Because I do that satellite thing. It's almost like, bro, why are you trying to hog something that like you didn't invent or that you didn't come up with? Like you didn't invent this or come up with this, and it's something that the whole world uses.
Most definitely, man.
Like, so why are we charging for something like literally? Like, well, I mean, they charge for everything. We pay for water. We pay for air. So
yeah, we still paying for healthcare.
Yeah, we pay for everything. So I mean, you can't. When I talk about that, then you sit back and think you actually be like, dang, like we pay for everything literally. You gotta pay for water, spring water they got straight up out the sewer. It's tastes like the sewer. You still gotta pay for it. Like so.
Yeah. That's the world we're living in America because we still got people they say they working on Capitol Hill for you, but they not. But I ain't gonna. In more positive news, man. And shout out to our boy Rick Ross, man. He went and shut down the Walmart in Clarksdale, Mississippi, man.
Oh yeah.
Every year. Stuff.
Greenwood need to get them some big name people so they can come shut down the Walmart for them people in Greenwood.
Hey man, Rick Ross always doing something big for Clarksdale, man. And then he brought that what's this place? Wingstop.
Wingstop.
He brought one of those down to Clarksdale.
Wingstop is fucking disgusting, by the way, guys.
And that's right. Flint water still don't have fresh water.
That's the craziest thing, because but I read something where they said that they gave Flint the money to get it fixed, but they used it on something else.
How long has this been now since Flint hasn't had fresh water, man? I'm still confused in this. Like,
it's been years. It's been about 5. It's been about 5 years. It's been a long time. It's been a super long time. Because I remember when it first came out and people was rioting and people was, protesting and stuff because they weren't getting fresh water.
And just look at that, man. Those people in Flint are facing that, not having fresh water, man, along with the coronavirus, the pandemic, man. Like, that's rough, man. That is rough. But yeah, man, I mean, like I was saying, man, shout out to our boy Rick Ross, man. He did do some great things, man, and shutting down that Walmart, going and taking care of some of those layaways, as well as paying for some of those people's Christmas gifts to their kids, man. That's some plus stuff that's going on around here, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see rappers coming back doing big things and trying to give back to their community. Even when it's kind of hard to. So it is good to see, but in more evil news, man, everybody trying to get a PlayStation 5, man. Everybody trying to get this PS5, and it's so hard to get our hands on it. Meanwhile, Cardi B running around with 11 PlayStation 5s.
Listen, man, why is Cardi B continuing to make the news, man? Like, what is
why? Like, it's like, I mean, obviously, all publicity. I mean, all publicity is good publicity, but at the same time, it's like, bro, like it's like you fucking with the fans. You fucking with us. Like,
yeah,
why?
I don't see why people are buying multiple PlayStations, anyways.
Why I saw some who it was, Lil Baby or Jada. One of them bought 5 PlayStation 5s. Like what?
I get the point of it is to help people. What's up, man? I see the purpose of it is to make more money. So you can sell it for more money. But like at the same time, like, damn. Can we just have something as
the famous people single-handedly rose the stock prices of the PS5, or not the stock prices, the retail prices of the PS5, because every time they drop, they buy so many of them, and when they buy so many of them, they get to post them, basically advertising for PlayStation. I mean, I went on Walmart.com, and a PS5 was $1,700. I want to say $1,800 on Walmart.com. Yes, bro. And it was just the disc only version. And the disc only version is cheaper than the disc and digital version. So I ain't that one.
Since they do black people so wrong, I know they're gonna come out with a black PS5, and I know it's not gonna sell that well just because they always do us so wrong. So I'm just gonna get the black PS5. By that time, they've been worked out all the bugs and everything. Like I said earlier in the show, gotta let them work the bugs out.
Man, I'm gonna try to get mine soon, man. I need that PS5. I be daydreaming about it. Sometimes, the graphics on is unreal, bro. It almost looks like you in the game with them.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice.
A lot.
It is nice. I did notice it. I mean, I looked at it, but yeah, I'm gonna let them work the bugs out, man. That's what I think. That's important. I think.
I'm hoping the second gen drop sooner rather than later, because I need that. I need that when they sound.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is, man. But like I said, Cardi has an issue, not an issue, but like you said, all publicity is good publicity. She has an eye for being in the news lately. With this new year coming up, everybody's trying to get mainstream media right now before the new year come out, because obviously, although we're in a pandemic, they're still gonna try to plan some type of New Year's thingamajig.
I'm curious to see what because they usually it always some on New Year's for going live.
Yeah,
so I'm curious to see what they gonna do this year, and try to keep telling people to social distance and to keep quarantining if they have to. So I'm like, if you do a big event, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to come back and try to tell all of us, hey, don't go out party, don't go out. Even if you're wearing your mask at whatever event they end up doing, you still not doing what you're telling everybody else to do, which is social distance. You can wear a mask all you want to, but if I'm standing right there, it's easy, bro. Like, you can yawn. You can yawn, and your mask always slip down when you yawn.
Yeah.
Like, something so simple can happen, and boom, easy spread like that.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. I definitely agree.
If they do, people are not gonna be 6 feet apart. People are gonna be right on top of each other.
Yeah, man. This although there's a lot that's gonna be going on with this pandemic in the next couple of days, as it comes down to relief packages, as well as eviction extension timelines.
Man, they said the first wave, you got your bank, if you got your last stimulus checks through bank account, you're gonna get yours on the 6th, I think. The 6th and the 11th for the people who got checks.
No. Well, I mean, that's definitely something. That's definitely something we're gonna have to keep our eye on moving forward, man. Because there's some news that's steady developing along the way. But like you said, the new year brings a lot of great things, along with great things that's coming out for Hear Me Out, man. This is gonna be the last show for the year, man. And I think it's been a great road, man. So far,
most definitely, man. It's been a nice little road. Gotta keep going, maintaining.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And so we'll be back next year, but we won't be back in January, man. We'll actually be back in February. We're gonna get some things worked out. We're gonna get some bugs tweaked out as well, and revamp some things, and we'll be back in February with our relaunch, man. We just ask that you all stick around with us, continue to look out for comments and posts and surveys that's coming out for Hear Me Out, man, so that we can continue to grow with you all and let your voices be heard, because that's what's most important. I mean, man, Jay just talking, but it's y'all comments, and hopefully soon
we need y'all interaction, man.
Yes, most definitely, man. So, moving forward, like I said, we won't be back in January, but we will be back in February with some great content, updates, and a new and revived Hear Me Out. Jay, what tomorrow is, man? What's tomorrow?
Oh, man. Hey, I'm off again on another Money Making Monday. It's shocking. Hey, it's shocking the hell out of me. I ain't gonna even lie. Hey, it feels so good to be. I was off today and I'm off tomorrow, man. On a Money Making Monday. So that means I got to make my money on the Tuesdays. So yeah, let's get it going, guys. Let's get it going.
Hey, man, I'm off on Money Making Monday, man. You know why? Because we off. Like, man, school, like, we want to go back to the 4th. So, you know what? I'm chilling out this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm catching up on some reading that I've been slacking on, man. And just get ready for the new year, man, because it's gonna be a great one, man. It's gonna be a real good year.
2021, everything gonna be better, much better for everybody. And Hear Me Out. For all the fans who not on here, who might want to check it out later, once again, like we said, we will be bringing the show a new and improved Hear Me Out back in February, so it'll be no shows in January, but we will try to keep entertaining y'all, keep y'all updated on news, and keep posting things. It will be surveys put out. It will be posts made. So, please interact with the surveys and, comment on the posts and whatnot, because, we trying to move up.
Right. Most definitely. So since we got right now, I'm looking at 6 viewers. You know what I'm saying? So everybody drop a like and a share before they leave. You know what I'm saying? Just to put the content out there one last time for the new year. You know what I'm saying? Always like, share, and comment for us. You get what I'm saying? Because it matters. It's for you all. We want to make sure that your voices are heard, like I said earlier, and Jay has mentioned as well. But like I said, we can't do this without you all. So make sure you just drop that like and that share, react to those surveys. Until next time, man, Happy New Year's. Be safe to y'all, man. Don't turn up too much, man, and don't pop out them damn fireworks. Damn, just run out with the fireworks, man.
Y'all make sure y'all chill out in them houses, man. Make sure y'all don't get shot. Make sure none of them bullets come down on you. So y'all be easy. Y'all be easy.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
Money Making Monday.
Money Making Monday.